Hello darlings, I didn't expect to do this, but I have had a little chat with Julianus, and Gabriel popped in as well. Popped in for a cup of tea and a crumpet, and they asked me to do this. Now, I have been on the floor the last week. I think the ramifications of Darren's first anniversary created an ME flare, which is basically a flatline of your body, your mind. You can't do anything. Severe flu symptoms I get, and I've only just managed to get my voice back, so I'm still not 100%, as you can hear. I didn't expect to do this video, so this is why I look like I do. And quite frankly, I'm feeling exhausted and not great. But as always, I keep it real. If I always turned up here with makeup looking amazing, then that wouldn't be me, would it? The reason why they've told me to push the button is because I was sitting here just doing my journal, because I just feel rubbish. I feel temperamental. Again, I thought I was attributing this to the fact it's Darren's first anniversary, but Juliana said to me, it's a bit more than that. You know, look at the date. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, because I haven't even looked at the news and all that kind of stuff. But I've realised that tomorrow is a very significant date. It is the lunar eclipse in Pisces, and it's a full blood moon, and that is huge. So that is why he has interjected in my journaling. So if you have been feeling like this, it's because you are awakened to the cosmic order of events that are going to take place tomorrow, or whatever, you know, space you find yourself in. The 7th of September 2025. So I'm recording this Saturday, the day before, which I never planned to do. The cosmic ramifications of this event create a lot of chaos leading up to the full transition of this shadowing. And shadowing is quite an interesting word to use. When you are awakened, aligned to universal energy, you may not even think you're awakened to it, but have you been feeling snappy, irritable, chaotic, could be depressed, very fatigued, having unnecessary arguments, feeling like you want to give up? I'm ticking all of these, by the way. And things that are coming up, possibly in dream state as well. Things that will come up that you thought you'd got rid of or you dealt with from the past. A feeling of lack of motivation. A feeling of being haunted by stuff that is sitting there in a little shadow part of yourself. You may even start thinking about past relationships, past people, past situations, that kind of thing, and you think, why am I feeling like this? You know, and as always, we can put it down to hormones or current events that are going on, but this is part of the energy of the blood moon and a lunar eclipse. So it unsettles you. This energy, you've got to remember that the origins of where we come from, before society, leaders, power figures and religion closed us down, we were aligned 100% completely to the order of the universe, the cosmic events, the lunar eclipses, the solar eclipses. That huffing in the background is Myla. She's having a little wriggle around, just in case you think it's something spiritual. And you know, we went with it then, but we've forgotten how to do that. And now we're awakening and coming into this period where we are starting to realign and connect with the cosmic energy. Some of us don't even know it's happening. So I thought, God, why? You know, I have been really poorly. That's why you haven't seen any like videos on here or me doing much at all, because I just have been out of it. And Juliana's made me aware that it's also part of the blood moon shift. It will drag you out from the shadows, kicking and screaming, to show you what you need to deal with and what you need to get rid of. It's a very transformational energy that's taking place tomorrow, and we need to prepare for it, and we need to recognize it. So if you're going through any of the things that I've just said, you're most probably in that pre-blood moon lunar eclipse energy. It starts bringing truths that we don't want to hear to ourselves. It starts showing us what's holding us back. It starts showing us what perhaps we've buried our head in the sand about. It's showing us truths that we've not wanted to face because they're too difficult. It's showing us, if you want to grow and continue awakening and aligning yourself to the universal flow of all things in the multiverse, then you need to deal with this. And a lot of us are like, I haven't got time. I ain't got time to do that, love. I got the kids, I got work, I got this, I got that. But you have. If you want to grow with this beautiful energies that are being brought to us, then you have to deal with getting rid of the baggage. So it's like the blood moon is like a big portal opening, and we need to walk through the door, but the door has got a weight barrier on it, and you'll have to deal with this. Sorry. I can't believe it's made me do this video and I'm still feeling so crap. God, chronic illness sufferers, don't you just hate it? Gone through the ringer this week. So if you walk into the portal, it's gonna blare a siren. No coincidence or pun intended with that phone siren thing tomorrow. Just don't feel right. Anyway, it will say you can't go through this portal that we're creating and aligning in the cosmos because you got too much baggage. You're not ready to take on the transformational shift that this power brings to you. You need to lighten your baggage. You need to lighten the load. So I can see in my head, it's like, do you know in these films when the plane's going down, they're in a little biplane or something, and they go, we've got to get rid of weight. We've got to get rid of weight to stay up. And that's exactly the kind of analogy I'm trying to show you. We need to get rid of stuff that perhaps it's safer or it's easier to just leave and just hope it goes away. Do you know what I mean? And I've really missed all this. She's so like Mia. I'm having a little scratch now. And so we kind of decide to fly in our little biplane with all the crap in the back, which uses fuel. You can't go as high as you want to. It affects your latitude and your altitude. It affects your direction, and you're continually fighting to stay up in that space. So we need to lighten the baggage. The blood moon is, it takes no prisoners. It literally will face you what you need to look at and what you haven't dealt with yet. So how do we deal with this? I sat here thinking, right, I need to have a word with myself. I need to write it out. And I did a voice memo as well. I do voice memos sometimes when I don't want to write. And I started, thinking, why do I feel so dishevelled? Why do I just feel so crap? I'm going to America next week for GSIC, and I should be like, yay. But I'm panicking and going into this, why have I got this condition, and why can't it be healed when I sit with the angels, and why this, why that? And I got into a bit of a funk. So I thought, right, no, stop. And, get away from, detox from the energy of online stuff, sit in your power. I went and grounded outside, and then I did a beautiful bubble of energy around me, because this is the next thing. On the lead up to the blood moon, you will also, if you are awakened and you're aware, you're going to pick up and feel all of the other stuff that everybody else is going through. So some people may be kind of awake, but they're thinking that, you know, what their energy is that they're experiencing at the moment is just down to, you know, someone peeing them off or whatever. And so you could be collecting that either on a collective level, or even just walking past them in the street, or, you know, sitting in a doctor's waiting room or whatever. So you have to be aware that the transition of what we're going to go through during this eclipse, you need to look out for yourself. Grounding is key. You know that I have, with Earthing Revolution, there's a link in the box below if you want grounding products. You're not going to get them by tomorrow, but I use them when I can't get out. They're especially in winter, because I don't want to go out there and stand in the mud. Grounding blankets, grounding mats, grounding mattresses, all that kind of thing, grounding sheets. And so grounding and connecting to the power of Gaia, rooting you while you face what you need to face, is critical, really. If you are totally awakened, we're kind of having our soul like ripped out by the blood moon energy and having a look at it. So it's almost like a red mirror. What do you need to get rid of? What is it that's haunting you? What is it that's stopping you from flying at full altitude? You know? And so we need to look at that and go, right, okay, fair play. You know, you can't go through the portal. You are too heavy. Some of us will sail through it. So we have to look at ways to help us. One of them, as I've said, is grounding. The second one is definitely, without a doubt, saging. Sage yourself with, you know, we've got in Karma, we've actually got Mount Shasta sage, the grass from Mount Shasta, where the Lemurians are under the ground. It's just, anyway. So it's saging yourself, just clearing yourself as much as you can before the event, okay? Palo Santo, whatever it is, just anything to cleanse your energy. Then envisage you in a bubble, whatever colour your higher self gives you. Okay, just imagine that a massive bubble is going right the way around your physical body. This is a protective element. It's an intention of protection from other people's chaos. The chaos that's going on in the world, the chaos that's going on that people, the bots create online, all that kind of stuff, right? So you are aligning yourself to just being in your bubble of safety, intention, protection from just literally chaos. Stuff that's going to roll you up during this time that we go into this. So definitely get this protection thing down. Okay, think about detoxing from the phone, not from this channel or watching me though. I'm joking. Just think about taking time out. Leave your phone at home. Go and walk in nature. Be strong. Be ready. I know that this is going out tonight on Saturday and that it starts tomorrow, but you don't have to do all this now. You know, it's just literally leading up to the eclipse time. You can or can't do it. You might even be smashing it. You might not be having any of these sorts of feelings. But I thought, oh my God, is that why? It feels even worse than it normally is. And then I realised the date. I realised what's happening tomorrow. So it's all about strength and courage to take on board what is being brought up for you personally. Okay? Because what's going to happen is, the blood moon, the lunar eclipse, is like a light bulb moment, a wake up call, a mirror of truth reflecting back on what you're doing and who's in your life and what's going on. So you need to take it on the chin and go, right, okay, because the thoughts and feelings that will come up, and this is the next bit to do, the thoughts and feelings that will come up you need to deal with if you want to continue your evolution, if you like, your soul evolution during all of this. It's happening, you know, because we're in this collective consciousness now. Us going back to what we used to do naturally feels a bit new, and we've got to shift ourselves back into the flow of cosmic events. So embrace it. So the next thing I would recommend you do, which I've started doing already until Juliana stopped me and said push the button, is write out what is bugging the shit out of you, right? What is really getting on your nerves? What is bringing you down? What is stopping you from flying high? What is in the back of your plane that doesn't need to be there anymore? Or use my web analogy. What is on there that does not need to hang your web down? Well, I like the plane analogy though. Let's stick with that one for today. You know, look back. What stuff is piled up in the back of that plane that you need to release? So this is going to take a bit of time. And I know everybody says, I haven't got time, I'm busy. Well, it's up to you. It's entirely up to you. But I promise you that the more you get into the ways of the universal flow, the collective energy, the celestial events, the cosmic events, your life will be so much easier, and you'll be able to ride challenges, pain, trauma, whatever it is you're going through, so much easier. I promise you that. And I've been on my arse this week, but I'm not ignoring it. I'm acknowledging it. I'm just flatlining, and that's it. You know? Nothing I can do about it. Absolutely nothing I can do about it. So make it positive. You know, make it positive. And if you look at the ticky boxes, all you got to do is Google it. I'm sure it will come up somewhere. If you look at the ramifications of the energy when you're awakened, or you're, you know, even just at the beginning of your awakening, and you start looking at the ramifications of what this huge day is tomorrow, this huge event, you'll, no doubt, other, you know, spiritual creators, gurus, whoever they are, gurus, but do you know what I mean? That they'll, I bet you they'll highlight exactly what I'm telling you now. Without a doubt. You could even be feeling physically ill, because remember what is held in our trauma banks, the body remembers, and it creates physical manifestation of whatever we're carrying. I know 100% that like 80% of what I'm suffering now is where I was a year ago. I do know that, so I'm acknowledging it. So write out what you feel is in the back of your plane that needs to go. And it could be really hard, because it could be a person that's been draining you, or someone, you know, that you're like, God, I keep putting up with this, you know, a partner, whoever it is. And it's like, I've known it for a long time. I've got to let go of this. And not worry about the 3D ramifications. Or where am I going to live? What am I going to do if it's, you know, a partner? Or, yeah, but what about what will they say at the school? What will they do this? What will they do that? It's just leave that. Just make the decisions. Look at your life and see what is making you feel fidgety. The power of the lunar eclipse, as we're leading up to this shadowing, will literally show you what needs to change. It's up to you if you want to change it. If you don't, fine. It's absolutely fine. If you do, have the courage to take steps to deal with it. Okay? Labradorite's come in my head. We've got some lovely bits of labradorite in karma. But you literally, you know, motivation, strength, protection. Labradorite, to me, is a great one. But then you've got loads of ones for the blood moon and your bloodstone. But I like labradorite at the moment. That's what they've just shown me. They, as in most Julianas. Don't know if Gabriel's still about. But you literally need to sit with yourself, write it out. Because when you think it, when you're thinking it, you know, it all gets muddled, doesn't it? And you don't know where you are, especially in this energy at the moment. So write it out. Write out what you feel is really bugging you, what's irritating. It could be the most smallest thing, or it could be something that you've been holding for years. Do you know what I mean? And think, right, okay, this is what is needed. This is what perhaps I need to look at and work on. Okay, so that's leading up to it. So it's acknowledging what the energy, the new moon energy is bringing you, right? It's acknowledging what it's bringing up for you as a connection. You know, you're cosmically connected. And it's giving you messages. It's showing you what you need to polish, what you need to eradicate from your energy, what you need to look at and think, okay, yeah, that needs to be changed. It'll bring up all sorts of emotions as well. You could be feeling really emotional, just like crying for no reason, or, you know, feeling irritated by someone really quickly when they haven't done anything wrong. It affects people in all different ways, but generally they're the sort of things. It's like it's chaotic, feeling vulnerable, energy that's just you can't kind of get rid of. So tomorrow, if you can, take that same book, bit of paper, whatever it is that you've written down, what you need to deal with, and stand under that moon. Okay? Now, you know, we've got 2 massive cosmic events this month. We've got, obviously, this tomorrow, and then we've got the partial solar eclipse, which is on the 21st of September, but it's only visible, I think it's Australia, New Zealand, Antarctica, and certain islands. But so we've got 2 major events in the season of Virgo, but then we've got this as a Piscean lunar eclipse. She's obviously just heard something. Hang on a minute, I'll go and check. And as usual, the Amazon. I just don't have any words. Every single time I press the button, Amazon knocks. Does my head in. Anyway, going back to being rudely awakened and interrupted by Miss Smiler. Oh, Smiler. She sounds like Smiler. She looks like she smiles. So when we are try and get to a space, like I really hope I'm well enough just to go and sit on the beach. Try and find a space. It could be even in your backyard, you know, back garden. Just go out. I would most probably be earthed, so I'll be taking my shoes off, standing on the earth if you can, on the ground, so that you're connected with Gaia, okay? Or sit with your feet on the ground. And then what I would do is I would then, you've got your list of, obviously, you know, the stuff you think I pretty much need to get rid of this. So the next thing you need to do is affirm. Now, it's not like a little wafty wish, you know, blowing out your birthday cake candles. This is about you affirming what you want to happen in this portal of time that is shining down at you at this given moment tomorrow, okay? So you need to write out exactly what you want to get out of this transformational phase, because as we're leading up to it, it digs everything out. As we're in it, it's exposing it. And then as it then retracts, everything starts to settle and things start coming to you. Whatever you are working towards or sent intent out. It's basically a huge cosmic phone call. And they're saying, right, hello, this is what's going on. What are you going to do about it? What do you want? Okay, thanks, bye. And so it is, right? So once you've written out, and spend time with it. Once you've written out what it is you want to achieve, what you want to get rid of. It's not going to be easy, because you've got to shake off what you're familiar with. You've got to shake off what you're comfortable carrying in the back of your plane. You've got to open the door and start throwing it out. And it's not great, because some of it might be hard to get rid of. It's funny how the human psyche finds familiarity comforting, even if it's a negative attribute to your energy. It's quite remarkable. But it's safe, we know it. We just sit in it. Won't change it, even if it is negative and it doesn't feed us or help us. So it's having the courage to acknowledge what you really want to achieve and get rid of. Now, I was going to do a live tomorrow. I might still do it, but the way my condition is at the moment, I just don't know. This is a massive, it's really getting on my boobies. I just can't afford to be in this space and be this poorly at this point. But hey ho, so I'm doing my best. And that's all that matters. So when you've done all of these, written them all out and thought about what you want to achieve with this portal of energy for you to manifest, this is an open window. It doesn't happen a lot. It's going to open a window. What do you want? You are part of the cosmic energy. We can deliver. What do you want? What do you want to get rid of? What do you need to affirm? And you affirm it, not hope, not wish, not blow the candles out on the birthday cake. I am going towards this. I thank you for delivering this to me. I want this, I want that, right? And then you verbalise it. Verbalise the list you've written out to that blood moon, right? Say loudly, with strength, with courage, with absolute knowledge that it will be delivered. It's just a matter of when, right? State it. I want this, I want that, I want this. Some of the things, and I'm going to address it, some of the things that I always ask for during these massive cosmic events is just want my health. Because once I got my health, everything else will be absolutely spectacularly amazing, right? And don't get me wrong, you know, 13, how long ago is it now? 11 years ago. Is it 11 years? 12? I don't know. 13 years now. 13 years ago, you know, I was wheelchair bound, incontinent, and God knows what. So I've come on massively. But perhaps part of my soul contract is to sit with this and show you how to get through it. Because the amount of trauma and grief I've been through, I reckon I would have smashed it even better if I didn't have this condition. Right? But for some reason, perhaps I have signed up to say, no, I want to sit in this energy and show people with chronic illness, show people with health issues. This is how they can deal with it. This is how they cope with it. This is how they improve. This is whatever it is. I don't know. So some of the things that potentially you will affirm, it will be, yeah, we can't really do that because you've signed up for that bit, but we'll do the rest. So just chuck it all out there and no, don't hope. No, it will be delivered when the time is right. It could be the following day. It could be the following week. It could be 3 years, whatever it is. They know the right time to bring you into alignment and whatever you've affirmed that you want to take place in your play, you know, your theatre show of your life. They'll know when to come out on the side curtains and come on stage and deliver. I think it's because I'm going to GSIC. I'm already starting the analogies. You know, affirm it, verbalize it into the ether. Your intention from this beautiful, strong, bold structure that creates you as part of the cosmic energy is now vibrating out, talking to the portal, saying, this is what I want to aspire to. This is what I need to get rid of. This is what I want. Okay. 2 ways you can deal with it after you've done the affirmation. You can either root it, if it's a lot of things you need to manifest, do it either way, or 2 lists of what you want to manifest. That's good, actually. I'm going to have that. What you want to manifest and what you want to order, I would bury that. I would literally fold it up and bury it and root it because it's giving the intention of growing seeds of planting seeds of growth and intention to flourish and blossom. And that's part of Gaia's rooted energy, as above, so below. Right? The stuff you want to get rid of, that baggage has been highlighted, the crap that keeps holding on, that doesn't go away, this recycling of emotions, behaviour, habits, the recycling of the same shitty people in your life, the recycling of the same crappy job, the recycling of that person treating you badly and yet again, whatever it is that you want to get rid of, that to me feels in this time and moment, burn it. So you're letting it go, almost like the saging. When you burn sage, the smoke is taking the essence of the energy, the cleansing the energy and taking it out to the ether, to the universe to dissipate. So I would, anything that you want to get rid of, that list that you wrote prior to you standing under the blood moon is the one that needs to burn. Let it go up into the air. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I should do a song about that. It's so simple. Funny enough, I got labradorite in the bottom of my bottle. I didn't even think of that. And look, I'm kind of like in a labradorite colour. Michael colour, actually. Think carefully about what you want to manifest. Think carefully about what you know you need to get rid of. And it's done. Whatever ceremony you want to do, you can have candles out there. You know, if you can't get out, just look at the moon through the window. Whatever suits your situation. This ceremony is one of the most powerful ones to do because it is aligned for all the people that are waking up and are awakened to connect and communicate with that particular communication portal of manifestation and letting go of the crap that's holding your plane down. And then once it's done, do whatever you feel you need to do. I really hope that I can just walk along the beach, look at the full moon, look at the new moon, and just bleed with it. Bleed with it. Let all the wounds just bleed out. That's what blood does. It cleanses. It's cleansing the wound. It's literally letting it all come out. Whatever you need to bleed out, do it. Don't be afraid of it. And it might take a while. You could even feel it the following day when you wake up. It could be a couple of days, but you'll start to feel a tranquility around you. You will start to see truth. You know, I could just see the Queen of Swords in my head. You'll start to see clarity on what you need to cut out of your life. You'll start feeling the strength of making change and identifying what can be changed and what can't be, and that you've got to accept it. Serenity prayer all day long. I think it's the most powerful prayer on the planet. Give us the wisdom to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Something like that, anyway. Okay, so there'll be a tranquility, there'll be a strength, there'll be a lioness energy within you that says, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to bloody do it. And there'll be this drive, this kick to deal with anything that needs to go. And also the universe will do it for you. So be careful what you wish for, because it can say, right, well, you didn't want that, so this is what's going to happen. I think people, because we've been pushed back into our boxes over millennia, we are not really trusting the strength of the cosmic pull of the universe. We're not trusting the divine connection we have with it. We're not trusting that it really can change and happen. But, you know, if you've read my books, you'll see it works. It does happen. Yes, there's a lot of kicking the balls along the way, but how do you deal with that? That's another part of it. You signed up for it, so you can either sit and feel sorry for yourself or do something about it, adapt from what has been given to you, grow from what's been given to you, reflect and find strength in what's been given to you. And this is the ample opportunity to do it tomorrow. Standing under that magnificent, celestial cosmic event and just saying, right, this is what I want from you. Thank you very much. And what's the worst that can happen? Anybody that's watching this that's doubting it, what's the worst that can happen? Just do it and see what happens. So some of the changes will be down to you having the courage to do it, and some of it will be delivered for you. It's that simple. So you just literally watch and see, keeping your mind, body and soul in as much balance as you can. I've been seeing 222. I think it came up on Darren's Memorial Day video, didn't it? 222. I've been seeing it a lot in the last week, and that's complete balance, isn't it? 222. And I think it's establishing balance. It's saying, yeah, we're going to bring balance, it's coming. So everything you've been waiting for, everything that seems to be stuck, you know, I'm now seeing the Hangman under the Piscean energy, which is quite relevant because obviously it's a Pisces solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. And so what we're seeing is emotional stuff that may be hovering in the background that you now need to look at a different perspective on. So it might even be that while you sit making your lists before the actual event, you might say, well, this is happening, that happening. And then you think, well, hang on a minute, though. Is that my issue? Is that how I've reacted to that? Can I change that? Does it need communication? Okay. And, you know, being in the season of Virgo, this is pivotal because we've got Virgo, which is the complete opposite end of the spectrum to Pisces. Yet when with compromise they meet, that's Darren was Pisces, it is spectacular. So you've got these completely opposite nodes working in conjunction with each other at the moment. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? I just know that it's Piscean, and I know about Pisces and Virgo because of me and Darren. And I know that Julianus is behind some of my vocabulary as I'm talking right now. Because half of it, I'll think, oh, well, that was good. How did you come up with that? So this is, it's a powerful day. Use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage. And let me know the results. Let me know the results. Some of them, do you agree, right? Sometimes when I see synchronicity in signs, I think, you have got to be kidding me. You just couldn't make it up. It's like shut the front door. Do you know what I mean? Literally, you just think, how did that happen? How was that brought to me? It doesn't matter how. The universe is the most powerful tool in our arsenal. And if we connect with it, communicate with it, and clearly show it our intentions, it will deliver time and time again. I'm telling you. It's like I was sitting here thinking earlier, I'm like, oh God, hurry up and get well. Hurry up, get well. You've got to go to North Carolina next week. I cannot bloody wait. And I just sat here and thought, I didn't make any effort whatsoever apart from have a chat with the angels on the beach and say, I've got £200 in my bank account. What's going on? I can't even get Mia's ashes sorted. It's not fair. I've been working my arse off. And, well, words to that effect, a bit more colourful, a bit more crying, raging and having the ump. And then no effort at all. Just sent it off, reminded them that sometimes we need help on the base chakra stuff. Then the next thing, I know I've told you this a million times, but for newbies that are here, The next thing, I've got Alex Ferrari, out of the blue, can I interview you? Danny Gorgeous Henderson from G6 saying, do you want to come to Florida? And I'm like, what the fluff? After a few days, what in the Archangel Michael has just happened? Quite simply, I did speak to Archangel Michael. I did speak to Ariel. I spoke to nearly every bleeding angel up there. I think they had like an injunction on me by the end of it. Because I just thought, hang on a minute. The thing is as an empath or a light worker, whatever you want to describe yourself as, we are humble. We don't ask for anything. We shit at asking people for help and reaching out. We're crap at it. We want to help other people. We want to be the power. We want to be the person that's saving everybody in the world. And we forget to ask for ourselves. We forget to value our sovereignty. The sacred feminine energy is so huge. I keep bringing this up. Right, and it's this, but do you know what? Watch it. I've just saved it. Danny Henderson sent it to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I've been talking about this for the last couple of years. In my playlist, there's, I think it's inspirational and spiritual videos, and there's one there of Edgar Casey, who talks about the divine, who prophesizes the divine sacred feminine coming in. Watch that, ladies and men, because it doesn't matter if you're male or female, right? It's this sovereignty of strength, fertility, like the Empress in the tarot. It's creating newness, it's adapting, it's finding this innate strength in whatever comes your way. And that's what's happening at the moment. This independent, clarity and connection to cosmic, galactic, celestial sources, and working it and changing the periphery of what's happening on this planet. I think people underestimate the power of the collective. They underestimate the fact that as a collective we can change every dynamic on this planet. We can. We just can't allow ourselves to be exposed to the chaos. And, every disaster that happens, every shooting, every weather thing that happens, every political stance, every fear of war, we're sending you these sirens because, don't worry, we're looking after you because you could be in danger. And all this crap, it's not your circus, it's not your monkeys. You need to come out of that and sit in the divine energy. And just do it tomorrow. Just sit in that energy, right? Get off your phones, get off your social media, sit in that energy of that blood moon and connect with its essence. And it will say, hello, you. Welcome back. What do you want? What can I do to help you? And you'll see the transition of tranquility and peace and things starting to slot into place after that. This the loss of chaos, the loss of vulnerability, the loss of, mood swings and all the other crap that's happened leading up to it will start to dissipate. You start perhaps meeting a new tribe members, new friends, new partners. You get a new job opportunity. You'll get creative ideas to inspire you to do something that you've always wanted to do. You might want to travel, you might want to change home, whatever it is that you have been dreaming of. Don't keep it in the dream bank. Put it into the reality bank and wait for the dividends to come. That's the power of the lunar eclipse tomorrow in Pisces, the blood new moon. It is such a huge event. Give it a go and let me know how you get on. I truly hope that I'm strong enough to do a live tomorrow. I can't promise it. It will mostly be ad hoc, last minute, and I'll suddenly press the live button. This is the frustrating bit. So I've been going through why am I not well enough? Why can I not be reliable? Why can't I be consistent? La, 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 la. I've been through all of that this week. Listen, so many people say how inspired they are by me, but I think one of the main reasons why people stick around here is because I'm real and I just say as it is. I haven't got all the answers. I haven't got it all sussed. I don't think I ever will. I'm a human. I've come down here for that, you know, experience. I do know that I'm actually a divine, immortal soul, but we're stuck in the human essence of ego and psyche, mindset, behavioural systems. And to fight through that, to reach out to this event tomorrow, this cosmic event tomorrow, to reach out to the angel realms and try and push past all that crap we have to push past. That's what I'm proud of that I do, and that's all you've got to do. It's bloody hard. Because you're not only doing that, you then get low ballers thrown in. Soulmate dying, babies dying. But then the universe just manifests and throws out a little baby for me. I didn't even have to try. And that's the time when you know the universe has got your back, when you've made no effort whatsoever, and boom, it's right in front of your face. Thank you. Julianus he's kind of away a bit. I don't think he wants to use too much of my energy, bless him, because it is quite depleted at the moment, I'm not going to lie. Maintain protecting your energy, your sovereignty, and don't allow negative people or draining people to take your power after the transitional shift. You know, it's not like magically you're going to be protected, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. You still got to be vigilant in maintaining your soul health. Soul health can help charge mental health, physical health, all of that kind of stuff. So try and maintain and look after your soul through grounding, crystals, saging, mindfulness, working with the celestial events that take place, working with Gaia, working with nature. Be mindful to do these little things. So rather than sit and look online for 10 minutes, apart from this channel, joking again, but am I? And get out in nature, leave your phone. Just get out in nature, whether it's 5 minutes or 50 minutes, whether it's one day a week, every day of a week. My God, I promise you, if you work it, it so works. And I don't even like the word work. It's not work, it's just a given. I automatically do it, and I know that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how ill I am sometimes and how despondent I get, which I have been this week, I know that suddenly they're going to pick me back up, and every single time I go, oh God, sorry, I've done it again, and I've allowed myself to feel sorry for myself, I've withdrawn, because that's another, you know, it's another part of it, it's withdrawing emotionally, because like especially for Virgos, the hermit mode, boom, I'm in, can't be doing this, I want to duvet it. And again, this is part of this energy leading up to our eclipse tomorrow. Who knew? So thank you, Julianus, for enlightening me on why I'm feeling doubly pants. And I hope that this resonates with you. Please let me know if you've been going through these feelings. This is mostly not going to be a very professional video. They hardly ever are. Because I think, you know, I didn't plan to do this. I don't think anybody's about to get it properly edited. So take it as it is. It's about the message, not the presentation, I think. Could be wrong. But this is a very valuable and critical part of your awakening and development. Use the blood moon to sort out the baggage in your plane so that you can get to optimum altitude. I hope I haven't droned on too much, darlings. Thank you, Julianus, for inspiring me to push the button. I haven't even brushed my hair. It don't look too bad though, does it? I bet you it does when I see it on the big screen. So bear with me, darlings. I'm going to really try hard to connect with you over the week, because I'm going to be away, aren't I? My God, I can't wait. For those who are watching that are going to be at GSIC, I cannot wait to get hugs and see you. It's just going to be electric. The people going, oh my, it's just going to be mind-blowing. And do you know what's really weird? I can't give, it's a tiny bit of a spoiler, but no, it isn't. I'm going to give you, there's 3 people there that are doing, I was just spoken to them yesterday, Elena and Max, and it's almost like we've been channeled to do this, to deal with the same subject matter. It's just random. It's just incredible. We're all going to interlock with each other with our presentations, and we didn't even know it. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. Let me know how you go. Let me know if you feel the befores, durings and afters, because I'm really interested to see if you can physically feel it and see what happens. And obviously I'd love to know also about just playing with a ball now, sorry about that, sounds like Santa Claus is coming. But I just would love to know about your experiences as a collective to see how we get on. Anyway, darlings, I'm sending you so much love. And again, I want to shout out to the chronic illness warriors out there. I've got ya, and I get ya. I just want to wish you so much love and strength, and enjoy this beautiful cosmic event that befalls us. Oh, and there's Mila's fluffy head, just to say hello to you as well. God bless you all. Thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for your ever-loving support and trust in me. And I'll speak to you again very soon. Lots of love.